And the fact that you're not showing up on LinkedIn where they're looking is your responsibility to fix. How some people make millions on LinkedIn and why you can't get a single lead. So let's start with some obvious information, and that is that there are some people who are absolutely crushing it on LinkedIn. They're making a ton of money and they're getting clients from the platform. LinkedIn reports this to us through their engineering blog and through interviews with LinkedIn executives. So we know that it's possible to make a ton of money on LinkedIn. So there's a difference between the people who are using LinkedIn to get a lot of business and everybody else. And I want to show you what those differences are today. Oh, and one more piece of really obvious information. There are people right now who are problem aware and solution seeking. They know that they have a problem and they're looking for someone to help them solve that problem. That person is you. And the fact that you're not showing up on LinkedIn where they're looking is your responsibility to fix. So let's fix that today and let's fix it for good. First difference between the people who are really successful on LinkedIn and everyone else is that they optimize their audience. Remember the lion on LinkedIn, LION, that was the LinkedIn Open Networker? That lion's dead. It doesn't make any sense to be an open networker on LinkedIn and just accept every single connection. Why? Because LinkedIn looks at your connections as an indicator for who your profile and your content should be put in front of. If you connect with everyone, from the plumber to the architect to the car wash person to the stay-at-home parent, LinkedIn has no idea who your perfect audience is. So it's going to throw its hands up in the air and it's not going to put your profile and your content in front of anybody because you haven't done the job of telling LinkedIn who your perfect prospect is. Your action step here is, who is your perfect prospect? Who is your perfect client? Only connect with those people. Optimize your connections. Don't be an open networker anymore, but let LinkedIn know exactly who should be seeing your profile and who should be seeing your content. I might sound really amped up about that, but that's because it's incredibly important. The next key difference is the people who are wildly successful on LinkedIn optimize their professional profile of record. This is not just your LinkedIn profile. LinkedIn has come out in just the past 6 months and told us that they're looking at the big picture of who you are on the platform. This is your profile. This is your headshot. This is your banner on your profile. It's your summary. It's also every piece of content that you create, the groups that you're in, the comments that you make, and the chat messages that you send. It's everything about you on LinkedIn. So as you're looking to optimize LinkedIn, I want you to remember these words. Everything counts. Everything counts. So don't make a comment unless it specifically helps LinkedIn figure out who you are, what you do, and who you wish to serve. If you realize that everything counts, your professional profile of record is going to be optimized and LinkedIn's going to work hard for you. The third key difference is that the people who are successful on LinkedIn are extremely clear about the service and the transformation that they offer. They're also very clear about their level of expertise, their experience, and their trustworthiness. And they do all of this through the content that they create. So get very, very clear, not only on who you serve, but the transformation that you offer and how well you can do it. The next key difference is the people who are successful on LinkedIn create educational content. A full 80% of your audience looks to be educated prior towards making any kind of a decision to work with you. So the people who are successful educate. They lead with education. They lead with value. Every piece of content that you create should help people get better at what they do. My name is Chris, and for the last 25 years, I've had thousands of paying clients who I've helped wildly grow their businesses. These are people who are inspired to have an impact on others, and they simply want to get paid beautifully doing something they love to do. So I help them do that, but I do it in a way like you might not think. Another key to success on LinkedIn is making low barrier to entry offers. In fact, I'll make a low barrier to entry offer to you right now here on YouTube. If you'd like to get together with me and brainstorm about how you're attracting clients on LinkedIn, I'm going to put my calendar link right here. Just jump on my calendar, schedule some time with me. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions about how you're using LinkedIn and other social media to attract clients, and I will give you some advice that you can start using right away to get more clients fast. All right, so jump on that link and we can brainstorm together for a few minutes. So that was an example of a low barrier to entry entry offer, it's just you getting on a call with me and brainstorming about how you attract clients, you should be doing the same thing in your content. Whatever your low barrier to entry offer is, you should be making that on LinkedIn and making it frequently and regularly. I think the biggest tip that I could give you is to have patience and be consistent. Realize that it's going to take time for LinkedIn to work for you. What do most people do? Well, they try something for about 7 days and then they go, it doesn't work. It takes a little bit more than 7 days to get LinkedIn working very well for you. So you've got to show up consistently and you've got to have patience. It might take 3 weeks before you start to see any traction, and that's okay. As long as you can have the patience, the discipline, and the dedication to go forward with LinkedIn, it's going to turn into a gold mine of leads or clients or both for you. So have that patience, that persistence, and that determination and discipline to stay in it for the long haul.